Okay, y'all, so y'all know I'm Mr. On the Bright Side. As positive as I am and as happy as I am and as happy as I try to be in the midst of all the bullshit that goes on in this world, I'm not gonna lie, I've been in a really fucked up space for the past couple of days. I just want to start this video by saying rest in peace, rest in eternal peace to Nipsey Hussle. Shot dead in cold blood at the age of 33. Like I said, I've been in a really fucked up space for this past couple of days, guys. Not only with just the combination of Nipsey's death, but also kind of the way I found out about it. I remember, guys, as you can see, I've not even been uploading that much because I've just been so stressed out with stuff going on with school and with work, and I feel like I barely have time to film and edit and upload vids. But I'm trying to keep up. But you know, I was working on a bunch of homework and projects and stuff for school on Sunday. And I remember, like, I think it was like Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon, I read a headline that said Nipsey Hussle has been shot. And I remember I was like, oh shit, like who the hell would shoot at Nipsey? Like, what happened? But I remember kind of being like, I was okay, because I was like, okay, you know, he'll hopefully get medical attention, and then his team and his security will hopefully beef up and figure out how to moving forward and stuff like that. But yeah, I remember just all Sunday I was like, okay, I felt okay about it. But I remember I was thinking about how he had been shot all day. And then I was kind of coming to the end of working on I was up to like 3-4 in the morning working on a project Sunday morning for school, like I said. But I took a break Sunday night to kind of chill out for a little bit and take a break, and I was going through one of my music blogs during my break, and the first headline that came up when I went to that music blog was Nipsey Hussle reported dead. And I swear to you, my heart skipped a beat, and I really felt shock and disbelief, like I feel like I've never really felt before. I don't know Nipsey Hussle personally, obviously, but I was in a shade of pure shock and disbelief, and it was kind of an outer body experience, like I feel like I've never experienced before. First of all, it just didn't make sense. Even though I heard about the fact that he had been shot, I thought he was gonna be okay. So when I heard he really had been pronounced dead, I was kind of shook, and I didn't really know how to feel. I don't know. I felt like it was just a really sucky way to hear the news. I was going through my music blogs to like de-stress and take a moment to, like, you know, find out what's going on in music, you know, hear some music and just chill out. And the first thing I hear about when I'm taking a break is, oh, to me, one of the dopest dudes in the rap game, just as a man, not just as a rapper, but as a man, has been pronounced dead. And I didn't know what to think. There's obviously been developments coming out in the last couple of days about his death, and about apparently the shooter Eric Holder, and how it happened and why it happened and all that stuff. But I don't really want to get into the details of the shooting itself, because to me that's not really why I'm here. I just kind of want to talk about what I feel like Nipsey Hussle's death means for not only for the rap community or for the black community, but just for the world as a whole, and what it means to me. And I just want to talk about my feelings about it. Nipsey Hussle's death really has me fucked up, because it's crazy. And I think a lot of people have been saying this too, but I don't know. I forgot what channel it was on YouTube. I don't know if it was GQ or something. I think it was GQ that had a video of Nipsey and Lauren, his wife Lauren London, doing like a nice little like cute interview video where Lauren was interviewing Nipsey about facts that he did or didn't know about her. And I think I literally was watching it Friday or Saturday. I think I was watching on YouTube randomly. I had it in my recommended, and I watched it on YouTube, and I remember I was smiling the whole time. You can go to that video, you could see my comment on that video, and I was like, I love these two. I said that in the video. I was like, I love these two. I feel like I got something in my mouth. So it was just, to me, the timing is just crazy, because I've not really checked into Nipsey media wise in a while. But I just watched that video about him and Lauren, and it was crazy to me, because that video it made me so happy, just seeing like this beautiful black couple that just are just so good together. And not only that, Nipsey knew like every question, like almost every question Lauren London was throwing at him about facts about her, he knew almost everything. I feel like when they've done it with previous couples before, I think they did it with Travis Scott and Kylie Jenner, like, and other couples, like the dude wouldn't even know like half the questions about the girl. But Nipsey knew almost every fact that Lauren threw at him. So I remember I watched that video and I was like, oh my god, like Nipsey's a good dude. He know everything about his girl, like everything about his girl. I remember just feeling so happy. I was like, damn, this is a good dude. And then Sunday night, I saw the news. And mind you, that video of him and Lauren was probably filmed like months ago, but I think it just made Nipsey's death like hurt and hit even more, and it hit even harder for me. Because I was just watching that video with him and Lauren, and they look so happy, and they just look like they were in a good place in their lives, man. Nipsey's death hits really differently for me because there are so many pieces of shit that are still walking this earth. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I still believe George Zimmerman is still walking the streets of the country alive. There's so many, and not to compare humans beings to each other, but there's so many people that are still alive that are walking this earth for pieces of shit. Rapists, pedophiles, abusers, murderers, all types of people who are walking this earth, breathing air. And I'm not going to play the role of God. I'm not going to play God. I believe in God, and I know that everything that happens in this world happens for a reason, and we can't question God's will, and we can't question how things are supposed to be. But it just hurts me personally knowing that there's so many people that are walking this earth that ain't shit, and we don't have Nipsey Hussle anymore. This is a man who not only was an amazing rapper, an amazing MC, but like I said, a father, a husband, a friend to so many people in the industry and outside of the industry. You know, Nipsey Hussle was one of those guys that just literally was respected by everybody, and you felt it just watching him move in his life. You felt it. He was respected by everybody that he came in contact with, and he wasn't a dude that really you ever heard anything bad about him. You never heard people talk down on his name. Nipsey was respected by everybody and loved by so many people. And like I said, even though I really just became a fan last year after hearing his album, I just became someone who was always looking forward to seeing what he was going to do next. And I personally feel like he was just getting started in his life. So I think that's what made his death hit really differently for me. There have been a lot of important celebrity deaths in the past couple of years. I feel like these past couple of years there's been a lot of celebrity deaths going on that have really been hurtful and that have really been resonant. But Nipsey Hussle to me just stands out from the pack in a way that I just can't, in a way, because I just can't comprehend why and how it happened. I don't give a fuck who he had beef with in his personal life. Eric Holder or whoever was associated with him and whoever had beef with Nipsey, I don't give a fuck about what beef y'all had with him or he had with y'all. I just don't see any type of scenario where taking a man's life in front of his children, in front of the place and establishment that he built for himself and his community, broad daylight, there's no scenario for me where that makes sense at all. I don't care how mad you are at somebody. I don't care what type of ill will or what type of beef you have with somebody. Murder is just not the way, bro. It just doesn't make sense. And I don't understand how in 2019 we're still living in a world where people think that, oh, I'm mad about something, I got beef with this dude, he did me wrong this type of way. Okay, I'm off this dude, I'm gonna end his life. What does that resolve? You ended a man's life who was a father to somebody and who really meant a lot to a lot of people. Nipsey Hussle wasn't even the most mainstream rapper like that. He was underground as fuck, especially before Victory Lap. But he meant so much to so many people. This is a man who preached the gospel of black ownership and black businesses and just bringing different people in the community together, man. There's a lot of activists out here, but Nipsey was one of the real ones that you could just tell was a genuine dude. I didn't know Nipsey personally, but I just knew he was a good dude. Like it just hits differently, man. Like I said, Nipsey's death didn't happen by suicide. It didn't happen by natural causes, and I think that's what it makes it such a hopeless situation for me, and why I've really been fucked up for the past couple of days. Because if Nipsey Hussle, who is a man I feel like is such a pillar of the black community, if he's someone who has been setting such a good example for years, has such a great outlook on life and a perspective on life, and a good perspective on how black people need to come together and unite and uplift our communities. This is someone who has been consistently putting out music for years and is an amazing rapper who makes great music. If this is someone who's a good father, a good friend, a good leader, a good activist, if this is who he is and he gets murdered in the way he did, it just makes me lose so much hope for the regular brothers and sisters walking our streets and other celebrities who are in similar situations, who have issues with people in different places that have not been resolved. It's just crazy to me, and I'm trying to put my thoughts together, so sorry if I sound all over the place, but you know, I just want to talk to y'all real quick about Nipsey and about what this death really meant to me, man. This shit really has me fucked up. Nipsey Hussle was a great man that really, to me, didn't bother nobody, and was such a good example of a man that just grinded and hustled and just stayed true to himself and was an authentic person to everybody that he came in contact with, and was just a good man, doing what he had to do to provide for his family, to uplift his community. You know, I don't know. This is a really sad loss for not only the rap community and not only just for the black community, for really for the world. The world lost a truly good man. And to all the people who have been thinking about conspiracy theories about his death and about how the government might or might not have been involved, to me that's hella whack. I think we should let go of that. I don't think the government had any involvement in Nipsey's death at all. He was literally scheduled to meet with LAPD the day after his death to talk about reducing gang violence in LA. I don't think the two are intertwined at all. And I think it's a complete waste of time and a complete waste of energy to spend this time right now thinking about conspiracy theories about his death, as opposed to just honoring this man and the life he lived and what he gave to the world, and to also just uplift his wife and his kids and his family and his friends who have to mourn the loss of someone who was an amazing man to so many people. Nipsey Hussle, man, you lived an amazing life. You will never be forgotten. Like I said, even the past year of me really getting into Nipsey's music, really getting into who he was as a man, he impacted me in the ways I never thought I would before. As I said in my video where I ranked my top hip-hop albums of 2018, Nipsey was definitely my top 10 personal, you know, on my personal list of the best rap albums of 2018. Victory Lap was an amazing project, and all the stuff that he was talking about on that project, and all the stuff that he talked about in his real life, was amazing. And I loved the messages that he was always giving out to the world, man. About just being a real one, being a pillar of the community, working with people, uniting people, you know, seeing the positive effects of black ownership and black businesses and just no more violence, man. Like Nipsey just talked about all that throughout his life, and this death really hit differently for me. So yeah, man, that's all I can say about it. I don't know if there's anything else I forgot to say about this death or about anything else going on around Nipsey's death. I apologize, but I'll talk with y'all in the comments. Let me know down below what y'all think about Nipsey Hussle's death. If you didn't know Nipsey Hussle, I definitely recommend getting into his catalog and just, you know, going through YouTube, whatever, just finding interviews where he's talking about different things. He was a really in tune man, and he was really on some positive, you know, deep shit. And I respected the fuck out of him, and I still respect the fuck out of him. And I just feel incredibly sad for not only his wife but for his kids and for all the and also for what I feel like is now lost potential for his life. I feel like he was just getting started with you know, with really getting into his bag with the music, you know, in the music industry, and really upping his profile in the music industry. And I feel like he was just getting started with his activism. I feel like he was just getting started. He's been doing this shit for years, but I feel like he was just getting started. 33 years old, man. 33 years old. I'm a hopeful guy. I'm a positive guy, but This death right now just has me feeling all types of weird ways about the world we live in. We live in an evil world, and I know that, but this just hit differently, man. This man lost his life, and now we will never know what Nipsey's life could have amounted to past March 31st, 2019, because of a senseless and pointless act of violence. So I'll just say, man, to all the motherfuckers out there that think that violence is the way to get at people and the way to resolve your problems, it's not. To the man who supposedly killed Nipsey, Eric Holder, I know for a fact that you probably don't feel any better about whatever you're upset about. And now we've lost a man that was incredibly impactful and important to so many people. And to everybody else in the hood who can't deal with people getting out and you still being there, I think sometimes you just need to realize that people who are meant to leave the hood and do great things with their lives, that's what God intended for them to do. If it wasn't in the cards for you to leave the hood and to get out and uplift your community, then maybe it wasn't in the cards. But that does not mean you need to go around shooting people and having vendettas against people because you can't deal with the fact that you're mad that someone came up while you still living your life the way it is. I think just, in the black community, we need to do a better job of just supporting and uplifting each other, and we need to stop hating on each other when one of us comes up. The crabs in a barrel mentality is one that's prevalent as hell throughout the black community, and we need to do a better job of just not doing that, man. I didn't wear this shirt randomly. I wore this shirt for a reason today, because we need to start rooting for each other, and we need to continue to uplift each other. Bringing each other down is not gonna be how one of us advances. That's not how it goes. So I'm gonna get off this camera talking about this. At least I'm about to do a video about us moving in a little bit, but I just want to talk about Nipsey Hussle. I just wanted to definitely do a tribute to him in his life, and to just let y'all know what I thought about it. Man, that's all I'll say about it. If you haven't already, check out my review on his album Victory Lap when I did it last year. When I did a review for his album, I would have never imagined that almost a year and a month later that he would have been shot and murdered in cold blood, broad daylight. I would have never imagined it. You would have never told me that this would be our reality right now. So, man, in life, you never know what's going to happen. You never know what God has intended for all of us. While we're all here, I need to do a better job of doing this too, but love the people in your life. Hug people, call people you ain't called in a while, let people know you love them, and just continue to live your best life. Like I always say, y'all, continue to live your best life, because you never know when it's gonna be gone. At the end of the day, I'm over here always stressed out working school, but I try to remember to continually remind myself that, listen, like, I could be gone tomorrow, and if that's true, like, I need to do a better job of making sure I'm actually enjoying my life for what it is. Throughout all the bullshit, through all the negativity, we need to enjoy our lives, and we need to make the most of it while we're here. And I think Nipsey Hussle's death, it will not go in vain, because I think that's what it gave the world. It gave the world a great reminder of not only how limited our times can be on earth, but also what you can do, even living a short life. Tupac and Biggie showed us this, but Nipsey Hussle, even the short life that he lived, made so much of an impact. And I think that should inspire all of us to continue to make whatever kind of impact we can make in our own ways, and whatever way we can do it, from the smallest thing to the biggest things, man. So Nipsey Hussle, you are a real one, my brother. Rest in eternal peace. I pray that you rest in eternal peace. You lived an amazing life. Thank you for what you gave to the world. Thank you for what you gave to me in my life. Thank you for the lessons you shared. Thank you for the things you talked about and the way you inspired people in your community and across the world. Just thank you for being you, and yeah, man, just rest in peace. That's all I gotta say. Man, we gotta stop the bullshit, man. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna end this video out, but thank you for checking out the video. Let me know what y'all think about Nipsey Hussle's death, like I said below. Let me know some of y'all favorite memories of Nipsey Hussle and his music, all that. Just let me know down below, okay? I appreciate y'all. Alright, y'all. Signing out.
I came to vibe, you came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no. I came to came to function, just do that, baby. Don't worry about nothing, no, no, no. Relax just a little bit. You don't gotta worry, you can just have fun.